What's up, everyone? This is your Curse Paladin here at Tanic. Hope you all having a good one today, and I hope you all enjoy the show. As you can see, going on with some old school action here with Fallout New Vegas. Um, as you can also see, I've done 589 hours on the game, so a bit of fun. Has been a fair while since I played this game. A very fair while since I played the game. And like the first three games that came out before Fallout 3, this one has the trait system in it, which should prove intriguing to see how it goes. Since if you don't know about the trait system, it's kind of like the perk system, where you go ahead and get a perk added into your list, but unlike normal perks, the traits have a negative side as well as a beneficial side to them. So you'll get something in it while you'll lose more health points or something in it. It's a little annoying, but nothing too crazy. A little bit of fun and games. This is also the only one of the Fallout games that has a survival mode in it, but it can only be turned on within the actual game. Which sucks a little bit, but hey, it is what it is. And as such, I just deal with it. Aw, no way. You're not gonna let me use them? What's going on? Why won't it... Well, the mouse apparently works, but... Aw. Ah, that would be the reason. Donk-a-donk. I do not like that. Don't want the mouse wheel to change the view ever. Thing messes with everything too much.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
And welcome to New Vegas. Starts off a little interesting. Ooh, here we go. Loading screen. Okay, cool. Also, I forgot to mention, Okay, looks like I got a little leeway here. That's good. Like I was gonna say, prior to me thinking like, oh crud. Remember to turn on notifications if you haven't already. It's the little bell icon below. Let's get in and cause some mayhem, shall we? As you can see, I got a couple of various DLC packs. Some of these come in handy, especially early game like this. Since it does not hurt to have yourself stocked up with a few various weapons in the beginning.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Who to go as? Who to go as? I might as well go this. And run, pretty standard.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Okay. Oh, is that really one? Huh. That's a little bit better. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay. This one might take a little bit to figure out where a normal damn beat is. Yeah, that looks good. All done.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that matters. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Oh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Okay. As you can see, it affects various various skills that you acquire within the game. Skills, or skill points, are unique little bits, but unfortunately, it can really mess with you. How many points do I have altogether that I can mess with? Okay, so I got enough, hopefully, to do this. Since I want to crank up 3 of these to 9. Really? What was that core? I think I could up it, but that was outside. That work? Okay, I can get 1 from small frame if I remember the trait right. And there was 1 from that. Yeah. Which gives me 10 points in general that I can use. Well, I'd love to be able to have strength, perception, and charisma up a little bit more. This will be my best bet. As you can see, it will help out a fair bit, but I'm gonna be broke for a while, since charisma is basically how much everything's gonna cost and how much of a discount I can get.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a bighorn and drop it. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Cat.
House.
Shelter.
Night.
Day. Don't have day. Shroud? Maybe? Yeah.
Bandit.
Kill.
Light.
Dark.
Mother.
Caretaker.
Okay. Now, I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Pretty much agree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Nah.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Oh, that's a major
I
disagreement.
charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Eh.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
What the hell is that? Definitely ain't no shadow in the door frame. Maybe a broken chain? Don't think so. Come on, call action? No. Two-headed ant? I don't see how it could be a two-headed ant. That's about the only
Okay.
thing.
How about this one?
That looks like, yeah, something I shouldn't say. Yeah.
Last one.
That one's actually intriguing. Looks like either a pair of kung fu monks going at it, possibly, or maybe even a mushroom cloud. Bearded man? Don't see bearded man or a lion of darkness. Head of pillow? No.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Okay. Nope. That's usually good. Okay, in case anyone's curious, these are the skills. They're determined by your various points in your special. Some of these are really cool and very effective. This one is pretty much a must for most of the weapons in the game. It's also known as small arms by some of the other Fallout games. Considering most of the weapons you pick up will rely on this. Laser type weapons use energy. They don't have big guns here, which is surprising. But no matter. Barter's all about how much you can get out of purchasable items. Your explosives are pretty self-explanatory, but it looks like they've added explosive weaponry in the form of missile launchers and etc., which normally gets classed under bloody thing. Under big guns. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure there was a dude that... Well, if that's the case, I'll just put some points in anyway. Lockpick is good to have up. Sneak is pretty nice. Speech is a plus. I'd love to have Barter up, but can't really have it. Now, that is a useful one. And this is a major boost too. But I can't really up any of this until I go up to level 2.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Family history of getting shot in the head. Love that. Okay, so I need small frame. Since these are the traits. As you can see, due to your small size, you get +1 agility, but your limbs are easier to be crippled, which sucks. Wild Wasteland could be really cool to have and pretty fun, but I'm pretty sure there's another one I would prefer, just because it's a more useful one if I'm not mistaken. Blow up things, enclosed spaces, early bird, fast shot, 4 eyes, which can be good, but can also be bad. Good nature. Handy. And you can always make up for the the minuses. Yeah, this is the one I usually go with, skilled. Gets an extra 5 points and everything, but you do lose experience, which can be a bit of a drag losing the 10% experience, but you can make it up since getting to the max level is not hard. Hell, I'm usually at max level and still got like 500 million enemies to kill and missions to do. I'm tempted to take this one just because of the quirkiness of it. Depending on how the series goes, I might do a rerun where I'll do the opposite end, and as such I'll go with this. I'm gonna stick with skill here, just so I can really boost up my talents a bit.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
And in case you're curious, you can nick a fair amount of the stuff here. But I want to first be able to see what I can see, so give me my damn Pip-Boy.
Here, these are yours. It was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
This is their survival mode, hardcore mode. But yeah. This was their first attempt at survival. Oh yeah, strength apparently affects whether or not you can use a weapon, and there are conditions to the weapons, so you gotta repair them. Unlike with Fallout 4, where condition didn't really matter. Stick with the broad machete for the moment. The same goes with your armor. They do have various conditions, as you can see. And there are various different types of ammo in this game. Okay. Basically, I was hired to deliver a platinum poker chip. Supposedly, a poker chip. I get 250 caps. And I had to take it all the way up to the Vegas Strip. Not so great. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take a whole bunch of stuff. Sorry, Doc, but I need all those goodies that I can grab. Oh, that's all junk that I can't use. Yeah. Books, pretty useless in this game. Most of the stuff in the game is pretty useless. Unlike with Fallout 4, you don't need to really be too concerned about picking up junk for your settlements and that, since you don't have a settlement. That's why you can't pick up the globes and the microscopes and the rest. But you can still have some fun with some of the stuff. And some of the junky items, depending on what it is, can actually be used quite effectively. I'm gonna create some drugs. Damn, I was half open. Oh, there we go. Buff out. Just what I need. Okay, that SMG and take it. Take my sarsaparilla. As you can see, can't take the fan in that. Unlike with Fallout 4. But you can take a fair amount of stuff. Too used to pressing R. Is my issue. Since I got used to playing on Fallout 4 in 76, where I was the take all button. Okay, I think I've taken almost everything I can. Since some of the stuff is pretty useless, but some of it can be useful still. I just gotta try to remember what is actually useful and what isn't. Oh, great. Oh, that definitely did it. Please tell me I got something I can use to augment off the strength. Really should have put 4 points in the strength. I'll be okay once I can sell some stuff. Damn. In Fallout 4, Squirrel Stew here was boosted to your XP gains for a while. In New Vegas here, it's just a food item. Okay. Gonna have to be a little careful with some of my goodies. But let's pop the pills and continue on. There we go. Oh, you're awake.
I expect you'll be wanting to go outside after being cooped up for so long, but if you have any questions, I'll answer what I can. Sure. Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't. Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore. Of course. You've been through a lot. It ain't much, but these'll do you right if the pain flares up. This here's Good Springs, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. Good Springs Source, they call it. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it. We don't go looking for trouble, though occasionally it sees fit to come looking for us. Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living. That'd be Victor. Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean 'cause he's a robot. I couldn't tell you much about him. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that that ain't the whole picture. Just a feeling. He keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. He has a shack on the southern edge of town. I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything, she'd know about it.
Cool.
You take care now.
And time to get very bright. But at least not as bright as we've been for 3. Hello, Victor.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
Okay.
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any. I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy. Happy trails!
I do not trust that robot. Sierra Madre. That place I'm not going anywhere near till I hit Mac. No offense, but that place is just too nasty to go anywhere near until you get up a fair few levels. Well, this is the Mojave. And that's where that is. Okay, okay. I feel like I should probably sell that stuff off I picked up. So I'm gonna switch weapons. Just called a hunch, but sort of remember bloody blood flies and rat scorpions around this town. Oh yeah, we got that. I need a shovel. Which, unlike in Fallout 4, you can actually use here. If I remember right, there's something around here. Yeah, that was it. Great, I'm overburdened. Oh, that's my own stupid fault. Picking up way too much junk. Victor? You're following me, boy. I don't like that. Really don't like that, Victor. And as you can see, unlike Fallout 4, the earlier games used to be able to holster the weapon over your shoulder and you could see it. Or it would be holstered on your hip and you could see it when you were in your third person view here. Which was cool. But I'm gonna go down here. Find something I can store some of my gear in. Oh. And then stop the tutorial mission afterwards. which will basically send me over to a few various locations to interact with some of the various people of Goodsprings, which should be pretty interesting. But unlike with Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas and the previous games have a karma system, where if you do good or bad deeds, it affects you positively or negatively, depending on the factions you choose in that. So I will put this up for debate for you guys. A little vote, I guess you could say. Do you guys want me to run evil? Well, an evil character, or a good character, or a neutral character? And also, which faction would you guys prefer me to actually do? Caesar's Legion, the NCR, Mr. House, your employer, or just take over the Mojave for yourself? No matter which way we go, things should turn out interesting. And in case you're curious, there's no Nuka-Cola in this version of the game, or very little. Because being out west and that, they decided to go ahead and run with Sunset Sarsaparilla as an alternative. Also, you can mail stuff between various areas, so long as you got the drop boxes connected. Which can come in handy. I'll take that back. Let's see. You don't want to sell certain items, so make sure that you keep on, which is the clipboard, coffee mugs, that might still come in handy, that might come in handy, that should come in handy, that should come in handy, that handy. I remember roughly something about a cooking thing. Tin cans can come in handy. Wonder glue, yeast, duct tape. I think that's it. Dang it, I'm too used to doing that. Much better. But I'm gonna save it here. And, mosey on along. Oh, so that was the last. one. And that was a while ago. Got up to level 10 back then too. Well, I hope everyone's enjoyed. Hit that like button if you have. And like I said, let me know what you think in the comment section below over in Twitter about either going neutral, good, or evil, as well as the 4 variations on the factions, whether it be, well, with the 3 main factions of New Vegas itself, the NCR, Caesar's Legion, or you decide to take over the Mojave Desert in this case. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Take care, and yeah, catch you later. Bye bye.